This story is one of the scarier ones that I have ever gotten because it has to do with the skinwalker actually hurting somebody. I've never heard of that before. So use your headphones and say a prayer because we're about to go on a wild ride. Before I get started, I just want to say don't forget to subscribe to my YT channel. The link is in my bio. I post different scary stories over there than I do on here and the same ones. Also, if you want to tell me your true scary story, my email is in my bio. It's kaisaspooky@gmail.com. So here we go. So this story was sent to me by a girl named Samantha. And when Samantha was 16 or 17 years old, she was hanging out in the woods in Colorado with her friends. The area was really cute with a lot of houses around it, but they wanted to go in a more desolate area. So they started kind of roaming around the woods. They go on this curvy driveway that they think is going to take them to a house, but it doesn't take them to a house. It takes them to this little fire pit area where people are kind of like camping. Now, meanwhile, they're in their car right now driving around. They're not walking around, they're driving. So they stop their car in this area because they see that there's a bunch of trees that are dead, but there's some trees that are alive, and this is weird to them. So they pull over and they stop and they see a tree that looks like it's been struck by lightning. So they go to this tree, and one interesting thing about this tree is that it's surrounded by bones, and they think that it's animal bones, but she said that some of them didn't look like animal bones. They looked like other bones. But they try not to think about this because this could just be animal bones. So they go over there, they're laughing, they're talking, they're taking pictures, and then they stop and they start telling each other scary stories. And then Samantha brings up the fact that she can actually talk to the dead, that she's a sensitive. And all of her friends are like, you're lying. No, you're not. You can't talk to the dead. That's insane. And Samantha is like, yes, I can. And just to let you know, there is something out here. I can feel it. Like, I have always felt it every single time we come out here. There's something out here. They decide to go to another campsite, and they actually end up running into some friends that have a camper there. So they're like, oh, great. This is so fun. We can all hang out together. So they all start hanging out, and they're just chilling when all of a sudden they hear this screeching sound and then this whistling. So they're all looking at each other and they're like, what the hell was that? But one of the friends that was in the camper that they had run into said that they had been hearing this noise all day long. They had just been hearing whistling and screeching, like a piercing screeching sound all day long. And they start getting in the topic of SWs. They're getting in deep conversation about SWs. They're talking about how they can harm you, how you can call upon them, all of that stuff. When all of her friends that she came with just started to get super freaked out, and they were all like, listen, we want to go home. But Samantha didn't want to go home. She wanted to stay and investigate. And she said that this was the worst decision she could have made. But she does. She stays in and she investigates with her friends. So Samantha stays with her friends that live in the camper, and they're just hanging out and they're chit-chatting and they're talking about this SW topic. Now they're in the camper at this point and they're just talking when all of a sudden they hear this tap, 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 tap on the camper. So they're all sitting there looking at each other like, what the hell is that? When then it turns into banging, bang, 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 bang on the door. Then screeching again, that